Morning, January 2nd, and I'm still sick. I start to feel better, but then I start to feel bad. I think what my problem is I'm just like yesterday. I am so drained. I'm just like tired. My body just feels like a big blob of lead, you know, just heavy, and I don't feel good still. The mucus is not so runny, going down my throat anymore. That's actually good, but it's bad. It means that my sinuses are clearing up a little bit, even though I still sound nasally. But the bad thing is that thick stuff, it can get in your chest. And I'm taking Mucinex twice a day, every day. And I'm trying to cough up. I know this sounds gross. You probably don't want to hear it. But anyway, I'm trying to cough up as much as I can before it starts settling down there, so that it doesn't get into my chest like it did with Harry, you know, where he got, you know, walking pneumonia. I'm not going to have walking pneumonia. I look horrible, but that's okay, because I feel horrible. And I got doggy dishes that I need to clean. I have to do that. I have 2 loads of laundry that I'm working on. 1 load's in the dryer and the other load's in the washing machine. And other than that, really my house is clean, you know. Everybody's been pitching in, making sure it stays tidy. Like I said, I was able to clean it. I was able to clean it before I got really sick, and I was glad about that. So, the only thing that's not clean, that needs to be cleaned, are bathrooms. But they're clean enough. They're just not like spotless clean. But it'll get that way when I start feeling better. Hopefully in the next day or so. I have to clean my bathrooms, and I still never vacuumed down the stairs. Harry vacuumed upstairs for me the day that I was tearing everything down. Instead of him, you know, trying to help me move boxes and things, I told you, because he would start coughing with his chest, all the yuck that's in his chest. Anyway, I said, well, why don't you just vacuum for me upstairs and then down the staircase, because then that's one thing that I don't have to do. And so he did do that. And then, of course, I was able to do down here. But the floors are even staying clean. It's just, you know, little bits of landscaping, you know, things that come in from the dogs and the cats that need to be swept. But, I mean, my floors are still clean. Everything's still clean. So that's one good thing, because who wants to clean when they're being sick? And I've done it in the past many times. But anyway, we got girlies sleeping on the couch. And I need to start a fire because it is so cold outside, and it's going to be even colder tomorrow. The high tomorrow is supposed to be 18 degrees. So anyway, I got to get a fire going. Harry was able to stack wood yesterday so that we're stocked up for today and tomorrow, so we don't have to do that. And it's supposed to start snowing later this afternoon and into the evening, and we're supposed to get up to 7 inches. One report said we're supposed to get rain too. I hope not. I don't want rain. I don't want slush. If it's going to snow, I just want snow. So we'll see what happens. There's one other thing I was going to show you guys. I was thinking about it when I was in my family room. Now I forget what it was. Oh, the news reports on Chicago showing, you know, they've been having, for about the last month, real cold temps, and they were going way below 0. And they showed it today on Chicago. They've got like 200 flights canceled out of O'Hare Airport, and probably Midway too. But they just showed it, how hazy it was, and snow that they already have. They're supposed to get 10 more inches of snow. I need some more water. And Harry saw that this morning. And I mean, we like snow, but we don't like those really, really, really extreme cold temps. We don't like that at all, because that's way too cold. He was looking at the TV and he goes, I don't miss that. Because, you know, we lived in Chicago for 11 years. And one winter, it was so cold. They had to cancel school, not because of snow. They had to cancel it because of the temperatures. Like, the regular temperature was 40 below zero, but with wind chills and the wind blowing real strong, it made it minus 60. Seriously. And we had 3 days of extreme cold temps like that. And I remember my kids having to miss school because, you know, you can't send kids out to the bus stop in that kind of weather, or the kids that are close to schools that walk, you can't send them out. And then that's a lot to heat the school up, you know, with that kind of cold. So anyway, my house is nice and toasty, but I get cold, so I got my sweater on. This is one Adam got me for Christmas. And so I'm going to get a fire going, or maybe Harry will. He went to go get a paper. Maybe he'll get home while I'm cleaning these dog dishes, and he can get a fire going. But I took out, or I had Adam take out of the freezer on, was it Monday, the eve of New Year's Eve? No, it was New Year's Eve morning. I told him to take out some corned beef, and look, it's still in here. Normally I do appetizers, I do like Reuben sandwiches, I make sauerkraut balls. The ham that we have for Christmas, I was going to grind that up. I told you guys in several videos back, and I never did it because we ended up using it, eating it, and where's it at? So I took out some ham that I was going to, you know, grind that up to make sauerkraut balls. We have a whole traditional thing that we do. I didn't do it on New Year's Eve because obviously I was sick. And then New Year's Day yesterday, I couldn't do it yesterday either. I was so sick. I told Harry and the boys, well, Adam was sick and Brian was not feeling well either. Harry was the only one that was feeling a little bit better. So, I mean, it wouldn't have served any purpose to try to make dinner yesterday. And I gotta look, I gotta see if this lens, I gotta clean this lens. I was noticing when I did my video the other day, my lens was all blurry. It wasn't real clear. Something was on it. So anyhow, I'm getting tired of talking, believe it or not. And that's not usual for Sandy. And I gotta get these dog dishes cleaned so I can get their food back in the dishes, and I need to get some more lemon water, and I need more coffee, and I'm going to go back to my sick corner over there in the family room. I'm still calling it that because I've been living over there in that corner for the last couple days. So anyway, I was going to show you guys something that I do. Instead of doing lemon water, look what my boys do. There's like nothing in there but like 2 drops. They won't empty it out. Anyway, here's something that I do. Instead of doing lemon water when I'm sick, I showed this last year in one of my Sandy cams, is you get a glass and you put half orange juice and you put half ginger ale, and that's good to have too, because you know you're supposed to keep yourself hydrated, and people they'll drink water when they're sick. Well, people that know that they need to stay hydrated. Harry, he hates when he's sick. He doesn't eat, he doesn't drink, and he gets dehydrated real bad. And when you get dehydrated, you make yourself even sicker than you are. You have to keep hydrated. So people, they'll drink water, or they'll drink juice, orange juice mostly, or they'll drink like ginger ale, 7-Up. That's, you know, things that your doctor says that you need to drink. So anyhow, my daughter was telling me one of her friends said combine the ginger ale and the 7-Up together. And so I do that, and try to keep raw honey on hand. This is the little bit that we have left in this jar. I've got more I've got to go get, but raw honey, you can just take raw honey and eat like a couple teaspoons of it, you know, a couple times a day, and that's good for you too because of the good stuff that's in the raw honey. See, when you get that stuff, the clear honey, meaning this, you know, it's been cleared up. Yeah, you can put that in your tea and all of that. I've done that in the past too, but the main nutrients that's in the honey that's good for you is actually found in the raw honey before it's been processed to the clear kind. You know what I mean? So it's hard to find raw honey this time of year. I'll tell you when you can find it. You find it in the summer. In the summer, going into fall, like in, you know, through September and even October. Like if you go to apple orchards or you go out to local farms or local farm stands to get produce through the summer and into early fall, the farmers that have honey, they will bring raw honey in, and that's when you buy it. So like I said, that's almost gone. I do have more. I made sure I bought some more that we would have it. So, and another thing, my friend was telling me, my friend Diana, her daughter is a doctor, and she was telling me, I can't open this with one hand, she was telling me that her daughter told her if you get lemongrass oil and put a little bit in the palm of your hand, probably like size of like a pea to a dime, and you rub it between your hands and, you know, put both hands up to your nostrils and sniff it in and keep breathing it in. If you do that, I think she said you got to do it like twice a day. There's something in the lemongrass that when it gets up into your nostrils like that and breathing it in, it'll get up there. It fights off any kind of like germs that come. And so anyway, I know Diana will be watching this. I told you I was looking and looking and looking for lemongrass at vitamin stores and health stores, and I couldn't find any. So I did order them online yesterday, and I ordered 8 of them because I want my family to start doing that too. So anyway, just little helpful tips that I'm passing along, and I'm going to try the lemongrass. See, if I would have done that, Diana told me, she goes, I told you this earlier, and if you would have done this, you wouldn't be sick right now. She's right. But I did look for it. I did tell her I was looking for it. Even when I went up to my mom's, they have vitamin stores up there, and they were all out of the lemongrass essential oils. So anyhow, I ordered them online, and I will start taking that, doing that every day as soon as they come in. We got storms coming our way, so I want to check it out here.
We've actually been seeing that snow coming down already since earlier today. You can see it coating the roadways, several inches on the ground out there, and we're expecting as much as 10 to even 14 inches of snow out there in the city of Boston. So this is going to be a big storm for parts of southern New England, and especially the Cape. They could be looking at blizzard conditions and snow out here in Ohio, parts of Indiana, even across interior portions of the Northeast. And then another piece farther south, and this one's going to be developing along the coast. It's just producing areas of rain right now in the Carolinas, in Georgia. And as they come together, they are going to be intensifying later this evening into the overnight hours and through tomorrow morning.
That's what we're supposed to get.
Of the New York City area, so right off the coast, it's going to have very strong winds, and it's going to be producing a lot of heavy snowfall. For areas south of southern New England, so across Long Island,
so anyhow, my first load of clothes are done. I have towels and socks and things that need to be folded, and so they're nice and dry now. But I'm going to make some chicken soup. So anyhow, I don't want to defrost any chicken, so I'm using this Knorr's chicken. It's chicken stock, and one of these little tubs is concentrated chicken stock, and so you're getting natural chicken stock, and it's going to have some of the fat content in there and everything. And anyhow, I like to keep these on hand for a time like this. I use it in cooking too, but at a time like this, you know, that I need to have some chicken soup and I need to have, you know, chicken stock, not chicken broth that you get with bouillon cubes. I want stock. Anyway, this is good. So you take one of these, you add 3.5 cups of water. Then you can throw in any noodles if you want noodles. If you wanted carrots, I don't do all that. I'll put in some pasta, like little noodles, orzo, I could put that into. And then I just use crackers. So anyhow, that's what I'm going to do now. So I got to get a pan. And then I got to fold all that. Okay, I have to apologize for my vlog that I uploaded this morning. I mean, I know that I'm sick, but I was on top of things. I don't know how this happened, but in the beginning of my vlog, okay, so, later this weekend. Okay, see, it's doing all of that, okay? And I'm getting tired of when I try to click on my computer to make it do commands and stuff. Even on Facebook, it just doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do. Okay, that's what I had recorded when I first started, you know, vlogging yesterday morning. But when I was vlogging, Harry was waking up, Brian had just woken up, was in the kitchen, and it just started to get too much commotion. So I waited until it cleared out, and then later, after it cleared out, I started all over again vlogging. So let's move this ahead. Let's see. Okay, now watch. Harry came downstairs. Whoops. I'm gonna come back. 11:30. No, come back. Okay, I'm still. This is the first part that I did. Now watch. Goes all up there. Happy New Year, everyone. Oh, stop. Okay. So, what I did was, I had kind of forgotten about all of that and how that worked out yesterday when I did that. So, when I went to my first segment, that's what I put on. And then when I clicked on the second segment and then it said, Happy New Year, everyone, I was like, oh yeah, that first one, it didn't work out so well. So after I finished my vlog, I went back up to the very first segment that I posted, which was the first one where I was talking quieter, and I removed it. And I even watched the thing disappear off of Windows Movie Maker. And I saved it and then uploaded it to my YouTube thinking everything's okay. And there it was. So how it mysteriously got back on there after I removed it and I saw it get removed, don't ask me. But anyway, so you saw the same thing twice, just in, you know, different verbiage I was doing as I was vlogging. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I'm so embarrassed. I think I'm going to redo that. I'm going to go back into Windows. I'm going to take it off, that first part, and then I'm going to redo it because it's only had 7 views so far, so that's okay. Well, the tissues in the nose has begun. And it looks like it's going to get ready to start snowing here pretty soon. I think it's getting ready to move in pretty quick. It's very gloomy out there. And yes, I have a tissue in my nose. And this is something that I've been doing ever since, oh, I don't know, I was a teenager in my early 20s. I just figured one day, you know, I'm tired of snot running out of my nose. I'm tired of blowing my nose and it just continues to run and run and run. And you got to get it to stop. So how do you do that? You just make a plug and plug it up. I keep going through all these tissues, and that's not my concern because I have plenty of tissues on hand. But the thing is, it's the wiping of the nose. The more wiping that you do, as soon as you're done being sick, then your nose is all chafed and it starts peeling and it's a big old yucky mess. So I would rather just stick tissues up my nose instead of wiping constantly. So It's at the end of the day. It's 3:23. It's at the end of the day for me because I think I'm gonna go relax and try to take a nap. I got my corned beef in the oven. I was able to do that today. I'm going to get some potatoes and make oven roasted potatoes with it, and have some kind of vegetable, broccoli or something. And that's about it. I might be back with another little segment if the snow is falling where you can see it in the daytime. Otherwise, I will just see you guys tomorrow. It's time to refill this. I'm going to wash it out first. And I had some tea with lemon and honey in that big mug. I'll just leave it there. Make some more later, but anyhow, there's not much else going on. I will see you tomorrow.